And you're right. Starting and stops. That's part of the natural process, right? I think a lot of times people, we feel bad that we're like, okay, we're going to do it. We're finally going to make a commitment. We start the commitment, we do it, and we take a step forward, and then life gets in the way. I mean, I always tell it with all the people I work with, authors, just coaching, whatever. Life is
Right.
going to get in the way, right? You're going to, and you the key is keeping that having someone to help you navigate those to keep you motivated going through the process.
Yes.
Because if you're trying to do it by yourself, and then some people can do it, whatever the process is, it's hard
It
because
is hard.
there's parents, there's kids, there's pets, there's wine, there's television, there's pickleball, there's whatever
It's all
whatever
of it.
you're into, sewing, knitting, I mean, whatever, football, I mean, you know just there's stuff. Life will get in the way, but if you have someone who's going to bring you through the process, help guide you through the process, the important point is you take a step to get started, and then
Right.
you have somebody that gets through the process.
Yeah.
So, um, you know, wrapping it up here, I want a couple things. Just what with a couple quick questions with some
Sure.
answers here. Um, I'm going through grief. What do I do? I just lost my job. What do I do?
Right.
I feel like crap.
Get my book.
But you're good. Yeah.
Get my book.
Well, actually, you should. I mean, you should.
Yeah.
After you get
That's
pissed or
not
whatever, and then
that's not a joke. That's not a joke. I just love the question
yeah,
because it's a great setup, right? But I mean,
yeah,
it is. It's concept. It's ideas. It's tools. It's ways that you can navigate. And I don't want to say manage. I don't like that word. You can't manage it, okay? But you can navigate it, right? It's like it's like being on the rapids on a river, right? I mean, you got to navigate the rocks and the shoals and the little whirlpools and eddies and all that stuff, right? But you can do that, right? It doesn't mean you're not going to get stuck. It doesn't mean you're not going to get. You might fall out of the boat and get banged up a little bit and get bruised a little bit, but you get back in the boat and go again, right? Or if you don't get back in the boat, you just put your heels down and you put your feet forward and navigate the river as with your body. I mean, you do what you have to do, right? But you can navigate this stuff. You can't, whether it's a job loss, whether it's a loss of a spouse, whether it's divorce, whether it's whatever kind of loss it is, it can be navigated. And I think that's the first thing that people really should understand. Again, I go back to understand, own, and accept. Those are a theme of my book. Those are huge words. They're big. And once people understand, own, and accept them, pun intended, it's a life changer.
yes, no, I think it's great. I think it's great. And at one point, I do want to add in here too, is that your method applies to people because everybody experiences loss. People just may not acknowledge it, right? But they feel the uncomfortableness. And so,
Yeah.
if someone's not like in the active stages of grief, like maybe grief is like
Right.
old, they still have benefit about working with you and go through the process because they've never done that, right? Maybe they're
Right.
stuck in the gray zone. So just talk to the people who maybe just don't feel like I'm not going through grief, right? My life isn't all clear. It's not colorful.
Right.
How you could help, them, and how your process could help.
Well, number one, you're not alone. Okay, you're not alone. I've been there and I've gotten through it, and I didn't think I was going to. I didn't see a way through. I didn't see a way out. I didn't understand how to do it. I had no concept. I had no idea, and I was there was a lot going on, but there was nothing going on at the same time. So I feel your pain. I know where you're at. I hurt for you, but I also want you to understand there is a way out. There is a way through, and I can help you with that because I've been there and I've done that. I think first part of it is understanding where you're at on the curve, and understanding that once you understand where you're at on the curve, do you want to get out? And I'll ask very direct questions. I'll say, look, do you want out or do you want to stay where you are? And if you want to stay where you are, I'm going to dig into it. I'm going to dig into you because I want to find out why you want to stay where you are. I think I know because I've been there, done that, burn the t-shirt. But I want to find out what your answer is. I don't want to tell you what those answers are. I want to know where your mind is and where your heart is and kind of what you want and those kinds of things, and they're just, be assured, and there is a way out. You can experience recovery. You can experience restoration more than you had before. It will look different. Okay, there's no question about that. That doesn't mean it's all bad, and you don't have to have it with a sense of guilt. You can find your peace, you can find your joy, and you can find your happiness. It is doable. I know. I've done it, and I'm doing it every day.
Awesome. Can't we'll end on that because you can't. That's exactly what everybody wants, and that's what they need to. So, John, thanks for being with us today.
Thank you, Cliff.
People, go out, get his book. It's available. It's on Amazon. It's a bestseller on Amazon. You can go to your website. What's your website?
It's at craftmethodcoaching.com.
There you go. It's good. There'll be a lot of information below the video. So again, John, thanks again.
Thank you.